I got a feeling that it's gonna be a wonderful day.
It's all about good morning.
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 How you doing?
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the one, the only, the hot ravioli, El Presidente, Julian Nicholas, and I am back. I am back from, I guess, my one-day break of vacation. Maybe?
Yeah.
Was that paid or unpaid?
I mean, do you pay any of us?
No, but at some
Then
point.
it was an unpaid vacation. Yeah. Anyway, I am here with my great friend Adrian. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. It's a Friday. Who wouldn't be doing great on a Friday?
People who aren't doing great on a Friday.
People who don't like Fridays.
We're here.
Speaking of that, what's up, Julian?
Let's see. The ceiling.
Do you have any issues with Fridays?
No, actually, I don't. I love Fridays.
Because I feel like every time we get together, we just continue to learn
I mean, personally,
about all the things you do not like.
I mean, I like Fridays.
So do I. I mean,
Only
no
on white
school?
days.
We got Mr. Rusnak joining us this morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You may want to put the
Yeah,
headphones
it might
on.
help me out a little bit, right?
Hey,
Happy Friday to you.
Definitely happy Friday. Welcome back. These 4-day weeks. Was it a 4-day week?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, they always seem like 5-day weeks. I don't know what happens.
And next week is also like a 3.5/4 day week.
I know. Trying to get back in the swing of things, it's challenging, but
Crazy.
I guess we'll hit our stride. You get that stretch, what, in February? No, in February's, you get some days too. It's March. That's the month.
March.
Prepare, everybody. Prepare. So that's
And,
a long
and
one.
then from the beginning of April to the end of May.
I know. That's right. You hit the spring break, and then I hope you like tests, because here they come. So,
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, there will be no tests on the morning show today.
Nice.
Mr. Rusnak is joining us because we've been promoting it for a number of weeks. We're going to do our new AAA program, no roadside assistance necessary. We're doing Ask an Administrator Anything, and we've got a couple of questions lined up for Mr. Rusnak. But first, we've got some announcements, and we've also got the weather. Take it away, Julian.
You got it.
We'll make it sweet. We'll make it short. Now here for you is the weather report.
Buenos dias, ladies and gentlemen. We are currently at 42 degrees, and somewhat worry, somewhat fret. We'll only be at a high of 49 degrees with slight drizzle, with a possible chance of rain at 9 a.m. And the rest of the day, it's gonna mostly be cloudy.
Thanks for that inspiring weather report, Julian. You just made our day.
Hey, at least this time it was accurate.
Time will tell.
Time will tell.
All right. We have some morning announcements today. So, Julian, you've got the screen. Go ahead. What we got?
We got, beginning of January 19th, the Zebra Podcast Network will also run on Thursdays from 2:45 to 3:30. If you're interested in creating something awesome, go see Mr. Awesome himself, Mr. Nessie, for more
shucks.
information.
All right. We got some clubs today. After school today, we've got the Robotics Club, 2:40 to 3:40 in H211. And we've got the Rec Room featuring, I hear, dominoes and other assorted games. That's 2:45 to 4 o'clock in C107.
And I'll be there. Student Chromebooks can be serviced daily during the following times: 8 o'clock a.m. to 9:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. If you need Chromebook help, ask your teacher for a pass and go to their setup near the main staircase.
Attention students. Parent-teacher conferences will take place next week on Thursday, January 12th. Conferences need to be scheduled in advance, so speak with your teachers about how your parents can schedule that all-important conference to find out how you're doing.
Attention freshmen, your class is now on Instagram. Follow New Brunswick High School, class of 26.
Well, hold on. You got to say it exactly.
Ah, correct. NBHS, class of 26. 26, yep.
And there's a first class meeting today in B214. Actually, Mr. Rusnak, since you're here,
Sure.
we have advisors for the class of 26 now because
Yes.
we didn't for the longest time.
No, they're going to jump on today. I'm not sure what the game plan is. We didn't have them for a while, but we got approved. We're all good to go. So now we can maybe start doing some of those fun things for freshmen second half of the year.
Excellent. Good to see. So follow them on Instagram so you can get all the updates for your class. And again, this month we're doing Ask an Administrator Anything. So if you still have questions, you can still submit them to us. Go to zebrapodcastnetwork.com/shoutout, and we will have an administrator here with us on Fridays to answer your questions. That's it for the morning announcements. If you want to get your announcement here on the show, visit our website, and you could submit us a voicemail or fill out our Google form, and life will be good. We're going to save sports for the end because Mr. Rusnack's time is valuable. So,
Everyone's time's valuable. Everyone equally valuable, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
all right, Mr. Rusnack, we've got a lot of students here in the building, 2,500 approximate young people, and sometimes they're happy, sometimes they're not. They've got questions. Hopefully you've got the answers. Adrian, Julian, what do we have for Mr. Rusnack today?
Adrian, you can ask the question first.
Okay, so the first question is, why are the bathroom doors always locked?
So, a couple of reasons. Number one, unfortunately, some people are making unfortunate decisions in the bathroom, right? So if there is graffiti, if it is a mess, we have to have people in there to clean it up, right? So we have our custodial staff in there cleaning, restocking as well too, because that takes time. We do mention right now. I know we have a lot of students here. I think the number is 2141. I think number of kids at New Brunswick High School right now.
All right, we lost kids.
We
No.
did. That's a lot of kids, right? So there's a lot of restocking.
Yep.
There is a lot of cleanup, just general cleanup. And this is a message for everyone. If we're going to abuse those areas, those common areas that we all use, we're going to make them a mess, whether with graffiti or anything else, they're going to be shut down. We also have, unfortunately, a lot of kids. It's the hangout, not the. I'd say the nicest place to hang
I
out.
will never understand that.
People, but kids hang out there a lot too. So a lot of times when we're trying to get kids to class on time or to get them to class just to go at all, we do have to close them up because then they get very filled, then things happen. So we're just trying to get kids to class while we're cleaning them as well.
Okay.
All right. My question is...
Wait, I had a follow-up.
Oh, sorry.
As the principal and as part of the admin team, what would you need to see change that would then allow bathrooms to be open more? Like, what should students really think about and try to do?
It's really cleanliness, right? So the restocking, we're quick, but it does take time, and if we're using specific chemicals to clean, we just have to shut them down, right? So if there's writing over the wall, if there's a mess on the floor, if there's things just thrown about, that's going to be locked down. I might have the custodians doing their job in the other areas, sweeping the halls, in the cafeteria, but now I can't get someone there because they're doing that, so that has to remain locked, whereas if it was just clean or just a typical bathroom, kids can come and go as they kind of please. And we'll restock, and that's a lot easier than taking the time to clean, to scrub, to make sure it airs out, and all those things. So it's really utilizing the places as they should be for the bathroom, and then going to class on time. If we don't have kids cutting, we don't have kids in the hallway or hiding in the bathroom, they'll remain open at all times.
All right, you heard it here first.
All righty. What programs does the high school offer to support students' mental health and wellness?
So we do have many counselors. We just have we have a new one jump on in January. So that's not necessarily mental health, but the counselors are kind of the gatekeepers, and you should know your counselor, students. So, if you don't, log on to OnCourse. It should be right there. I encourage you to stop on by, meet with your counselor. So that's kind of like, they're going to gatekeepers to a lot of our additional programs. We also have social workers here who work with hundreds of students. And in addition to that, we have the WISE program. They're located in the cafeteria. We also have our SAC counselor. We also have our, let's see who else, LDTCs. I'm trying to think of the different programs. But the counselors and the WISE program and then our social workers all kind of work together. And based on your level of need, we set meetings, we set groups. And it's just kind of, I don't want to say a rotating door, but it's kind of what do you need right now, how can we assist you, and how can we get you to where you need to be to kind of help function in the high school. But we do have many individuals who are called down, and even after school, there's groups that run.
All right, that sounds nice.
Mr. Rusnak, follow up, of course.
Sure.
What have you noticed, again, because from my perspective as a teacher, the building, this is really the first normal, air quote, year in a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Seen or observations you've made about the general feelings of, say, the student body and just the overall climate and culture of the building?
If you compare, it's hard not to compare this year to last year because it's a following year. But last year was such an anomaly, I think, for here and elsewhere. It's my first year here, so I don't have much of a baseline either, right?
That's true.
But I will say, if I look at the 2 years, and then I look at my time at the middle school and other buildings that I've been at, like how it's going this year, this is the more typical year, right? Last year, I think that no one was prepared, me included, to welcome back our students, 17, 18 months from 95% of them not being in a building. And that was really tough for a lot of kids. So there were a lot of issues, a lot of social issues then that happened last year, including the fights, right?
Yeah.
Including not really knowing how to interact with our peers. So this year, I will say, has been an improvement. I'll say that we still have issues. Like I said, we have over 2,000 kids. There's going to be conflict, right, among students. We're still going to hopefully teach students how to interact the right way, but it's running, right? It's running, I think, a little more smoothly. We can focus on some long-term things where last year it was more day-to-day. Like, all right, what are we going to do today? Or what are we going to do maybe by the end of this week? Now we can plan out a little bit longer as we all are kind of getting reacclimated to really high school life, what it looks like for kids and for staff.
And how are you doing?
Great. No, it's like I said, it's been better this year. It has been, but last year we're not going to ignore how it was. It was tough for every person who works and who attends here. But thankfully, so far this year, we've been doing better, and that's all you can ask for is just to make improvements.
Yeah, and anybody who thinks that education is easy either has never worked in it or it's been a long time since you've stepped inside of a school.
Yes, it is a different lens once you work in a building rather than attending it. So
Yes.
I would definitely agree with that.
Do you guys have any other follow-up questions for Mr. Rusnak this morning?
No, I think I'm all out of questions.
Yeah, I'm out of questions too as well. Yeah.
Well, I think there's a success. Words are hard at Friday morning. This was a successful first run at Ask an Administrator Anything. Whether you'll come back or we get another member of the team,
Definitely.
we've got more questions, but we want to kind of spread this out.
Yeah.
So thanks for being on this morning.
Thanks for having me. Of course, I will be back, of course, this year, but I want to then rotate so people know, because people know, oh, I know that person. I know him. I know her. I've seen them a lot, but just the introductions from other admin members, and that getting this is great. So thank you for running it, guys. Thank you for showing up here and doing it on the spot locations, right? So this is cool too. So keep up the great work, and I appreciate it. This is good.
We just want to humanize the people that work in a school.
That's right. We are not robots.
No.
So
Although we've not confirmed that with Julian.
Yeah.
For what?
All right, Mr. Rusnak or someone else may join us in the future, or
Yep.
they will.
Yeah.
And let's get to sports, the show within a show.
The Zebra Sports Desk.
That's right. No music. We'll eventually figure that out. Yesterday in boys basketball, Sayreville showed up, and they left with a loss because we came out ahead 42-41. And the following comes from freshman JV assistant coach, Mr. Huber, who was on with us a few weeks ago. And he shares the following. Congrats to the boys varsity basketball team on their win last night over Sayreville, 42-41. The team was led by Victor Adieri, senior standout, with 18 points and 10 rebounds, and Omari Williams also had 12 points and 8 rebounds. The Zebra team defense only allowed 8 fourth quarters to secure the victory, and it was a great divisional win for your boys basketball team. Earlier in the day, the middle school basketball team got to play a game here on the big stage, and we got a little bit of a preview of some of the talent that will be coming here in future years. So congratulations to the boys middle school team, coached by our very own Miss Morano of the Social Studies Department. Shout out to Coach Morano. Coming up today, We've got girls basketball on the road, traveling to Metuchen. They're facing the Lady Bulldogs at 6 p.m. And wrestling is also on the road as they travel to St. Thomas Aquinas. If you're looking for some sports this weekend, wrestling has a multi-team match, one of which they'll be facing East Brunswick at 9 a.m., and I believe this is at East Brunswick. Girls basketball hosts South River tomorrow morning at 11:30, and boys basketball is on the road at Woodbridge at noon. And we'll have all the results for you on Monday morning. That's it for sports.
Go Zebras! Go Zebras indeed.
Indeed.
All right, boys, it is a fun Friday. Anything else that's fun to talk about today? I got one. Mr.
All right.
Resnack, what are you doing this weekend that's fun? Saturday, Sunday?
Oh, you
What's
know what?
going on?
I actually have something. It's usually just hanging out and nothing, right?
Yeah.
Which is good.
Oh, it's I like. So, my boys have soccer, so I'll be standing outside watching them run around for a while, which is good. But then also, I'm going, I think, to a rodeo.
A rodeo?
I think.
Rodeo.
Really?
Yes. So,
Well, yeehaw!
exactly. So, I just get drug around everywhere, which I'm great with. That's great to not have to plan everything when I'm home. But I think there's like an event, I think in New York City, I think. I think I'm going there. I'll have to report back. Like, it might be in Madison Square Garden. I don't know. But we're going somewhere, rodeo style. I've never been to a rodeo. So,
Wow. You got a hat? You got the boot? What do
you know what?
dressing
I
up?
really maybe in the concession stands, right? Like an overpriced hat or something. But
Okay.
I do not have the.
You don't have the
gear.
formal.
I don't have the gear. I
You
don't.
don't-
You know,
you don't-
in New
you don't
Jersey,
have the gear?
I'm not riding a lot of horses here.
You better send us some pictures of whatever
I
you
gotta get
experience.
something. I will. No, but apparently it's some kind of rodeo. So I don't know if people are on or riding or wrangling. I don't know.
I think it's usually people riding bulls.
I mean, I hope. I mean, I'm okay.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I've never been to a rodeo before.
It's a first for me. So
I know CBS Sports Network is always showing
Rodeo.
bull riding at 4 in the morning, stuff like that.
high traffic times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's what about you? Anything good?
My little guy, he's in a soccer clinic
Okay.
over at the Bubble and Wall
Oh, yeah?
on Friday nights. It's miserable for me because I do not like soccer, but he's into it, so I have to go watch him do that. So
Yeah.
I have to suffer through the joys of that.
Support. At least you're inside in the bubble.
Yes, yes. And then nothing.
There you go. Reset for.
I already took the Christmas lights off my house last weekend. We're all cleaned up.
People are hanging on a little bit around me, but I think this weekend it's going to be all over. So
What about you guys? What's on tap?
Nothing much, just fishing at night.
More fishing.
Yes.
When do you
At
not
night?
fish?
Never. I never fish. I always fish. I never stop fishing. It's the only thing that I have.
And it's not been cold enough for the ice fishing, which you have said you've tried.
Yeah. It has not been cold enough. So me and my brother we're going to Pennsylvania again to try again to catch something.
This is to you got the family cabin, right?
Yes.
Nice. What about you?
Live.
Do you know what?
survive the
That's
weekend.
a good thing.
Survive the weekend.
But mostly, just spend time with the family. Probably play some card games with my mother, and one of my friends actually invited me to go to church with him. Actually,
Nice.
So
Well, hallelujah to you.
There you go.
Very cool. And next week, again, we got that 4-day short week. We got a half day Monday for students. Faculty have professional development in the afternoon. And then Thursday, again, is a half day for students with parent-teacher conferences in the afternoon and the evening. I think that's it for the show today, boys. And sir.
Yeah. I'm in. We're good. Thanks, everybody. Thank
All
you,
right.
guys.
Have a great day. Happy Friday. We'll see you on Monday.
thank you for listening to the Zebra Morning Show.
Do us a favor and tell someone else about us. The word of mouth is the best way to help us grow.
Be sure to follow us on social media. We're as Zebra Podcast Net.
Please consider subscribing and following us. The Zebra Morning Show is live streamed each day, and we're available as a podcast. Go to zebrapodcastnetwork.com/subscribe.
If you want to get involved with the Zebra Podcast Network, see Mr. Nessie.
Have a great day, Zebra Nation. See you later, ladies. Bye-bye.